Good evening, children. Children, you have already learned about factors and multiples in class 4. You have also done HCF and LCM by listing the factors or multiples and by prime factorization method. Let us first revise. Now, what are factors? Factors of a number are those numbers by which you can divide that number. For example, if we have to find the factors of 10, 1, 2, 5 and 10 are the numbers. You can divide 10 by 1, you can divide 10 by 2, 10 by 5 and 10 by 10. So these numbers are called factors of 10. Now what are multiples? Multiples of a number are those numbers which can be divided by the number. For example, you have to find the multiples of 10. Multiples of 10 are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and so on. All those numbers which can be divided by 10 are called multiples of 10. Now the second difference between factors and multiples. Factors are never more than the number. You will find here factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5 and 10. You can take factors of any other number, say 25. What are the factors of 25? 1, 5 and 25. So here also 25 is the maximum factor. So factors of a number are never more than the number. And the greatest factor of that number is that number itself. Like the greatest factor of 10 will be 10. Greatest factor of 15 will be 15. Greatest factor of 25 will be 25. Now multiples. Multiples are never less than the number. The smallest multiple of a number is the number itself. So, like here you have seen multiples of 10 are 10. The smallest one, we begin with 10. So, the smallest multiple will be that number itself. Now, factors are fewer in number because all factors are the maximum factor you can have is the number itself. So, all factors are either less than the number or one of them is equal to the number. So factors are fewer in number, but multiples are many. You can have many multiples of 10. For example, if you take multiples of 10, you will have many multiples of 10. So multiples are infinite in number. Let us now revise prime factorization. Before we begin, I hope children you all remember prime numbers and composite numbers. What are prime numbers? Prime numbers are those numbers which have only two factors, 1 and the number itself. Let's talk about the prime number, say 7. 7 is a prime number because it has got only two factors, 1 and 7. 5 is a prime number because factors of 5 are 1 and 5. Now what are composite numbers? Composite are those numbers which have more than two factors. That means all numbers will have two factors at least. That is 1 and the number itself. And other than that, if a number has got more than two factors, it is a composite number. For example, let's take 9. Factors of 9 are 1, 3 and 9. 1 is a factor of every number. 9 is the number itself. And other than 1 and 9, we also have 3. So it has got more than two factors. So 9 is a composite number. What about 1? 1 is neither prime nor composite. We do not count it as a prime number. We do not consider it as a composite number also. Let us now prime factorize. Revise prime factorization. Suppose we do prime factorization of 24. 24 is a composite number. Hope children you all know the divisibility rules we have learnt in class 4 also. Now 24 is divisible by 2 because 2 is the smallest prime number. We are doing prime factorization, so we will divide these numbers by prime factors, only by prime numbers. So the first prime number, that is 2. Let's begin with 2. 24 divided by 2 is 12. Again, 12 is not a prime number, it's a composite number. So we'll again divide 12 by a prime number. Let's again divide by 2 because 12 is divisible by 2. We get 6. Again divide 6 by 2. We get 3. Now 3 is not divisible by 2. And 3 is also a prime number. So we'll divide 3 is not divisible by any other number other than 3. So we'll divide 3 by 3. We get the answer 1. We continue this till we get the remainder here 1. In this case, we have got product. If we find the product of these numbers, we find that we get 24. That is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 is 24. We do not include 1 here because 1 is not a prime number. We are doing prime factorization, so we will not include 1 here since 1 is not a prime number. Children, this was your revision of what you have done in class 4. Revise these and practice the prime factorization sums I'll give you today. Next year we will begin HCF.